Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for bringing your energy, your excitement, your attention to this energy spread for the week of October the 13th through October 17th. This can be really your message anytime you come to it. So even if you've come to the message before those specific dates or after, if it fits, let it fit. And if it does, just remember you can always take what you need and you can leave what doesn't fit or serve for you. I am so appreciative that you showed up, that you've even given the time and the attention to this reading. I'm asking for the highest truth, love, light, clarity for the sign of Cancer. Only that which serves you is going to be allowed to stay. Everything else will just need to go on its way. So Cancer, water energy, beautiful, nurturing, loving, psychic, imaginative, caring, caretaking Cancer energy. So warm. Cancer, just such a warm energy. So loving and family oriented. What can we share with the sign of Cancer? Page of Swords. Investigation, looking into, asking questions, interviewing, finding things out, sleuthing, doing some investigative work on your own, maybe some private investigator work. Maybe you're driving by the scene. Maybe you're asking questions. You're opening up social media. You're doing a little snooping. You're trying to figure something out. That's the main energy right out of the gate. Trying to understand something. You're asking leading questions. You're coming at something from an appetite of investigation. What else can we tell Cancer? That can be you doing it, or that can be being done to you. Two of Swords is here to say there is an indecision at play. There is a mental crosshairs. In one aspect, maybe on any given day, you change your mind. But on one day, you're heading towards she did it. The other day, you're thinking he did it. Your eyes are covered with a blindfold, which does signify Two of Swords is really representative of willful blindness. It's almost as if you've chosen not to see the truth. You have decided to take that stance of, I'm just going to sit here in neutrality. But remember, you can't stay in neutral forever. You have to make a decision to go right or left, A or B. There are two ways to see something in your life. Maybe that's what you've been investigating. You've been looking into option A versus option B. That's what you've been looking into possibly. What else can we tell Taurus? I'm sorry, Cancer. My apologies. I just did Taurus. So what else can we share with Cancer? Ten of Swords. Wow, there's a lot of thinking for you. Such a beautiful water sign. There's a lot of being up in your mind, up in your head. The end of a painful cycle this week, that's for sure. All this backstabbing, betraying, hurting someone. You've been an active participant in the betrayal of another person. I don't think it's you. I really don't. I feel like you have been looking into trying to gain the facts for yourself, because I think you've been told some details that I don't think you know if that's the truth or not. So it's caused you to be in a state of indecision. But now you realize there has been some serious backstabbing, betrayals right in front of you. You literally, well, you've got your blindfold on, but I think you're really looking at a situation that has taken its toll on you mentally. You've seen betrayal, you've seen backstabbing, you've seen gossiping, lies, deceit, hurt go down right in front of you. What else do you have for sign of Cancer? Wow, this looks painful. Magician. You taking your power back, that's for dang sure. Magician is directing your energy and you making yourself a channel. You are magic wand pointed to the heavens and your finger pointed to the earth. You're calling in earth energy up into your heart. You're calling from the heavens down into your heart so that you can direct your will towards what is going to be the best served in the situation. I think you've seen something very negative go down right before your blindfolded eyes. And you are now determining and deciding within yourself no longer to participate in this. You are no longer willing to be an active participant. You want to be a channel. You want to be a channel of the divine love and light. I think you've been used. I'm going to just say it like it is. I think you've been used for darkness. I think you've been taken advantage of. I think that you have been taken for a fool, shown that in order for you to be loyal and follow with the guidance of those that are superior to you, I think you've taken information and you've used it to follow, but I don't think you've been on board with it. I think that you really know the truth of a situation, but I think you're at a crossroads, a crosshairs of your loyalty to your superiors. 7 of Wands is jumping out. This is your boundaries. This is you in your power manifestation of the magician. Magician calls in from above, calls in from below, because as above, so below, as within, so without, bringing what they want to manifest into their physical reality. And the 7 of Wands is putting down firm boundaries. And I don't know if this is you deciding to come in and say, I am no longer available to shady, shisty behaviors. I'm no longer available for being called to snoop on or search out or get in fake energy. I'm no longer available for things that aren't of my highest and purest form of love and light. So 7 of Wands is you putting down firm, steady boundaries. At the bottom of the deck is your energy, Cancer, High Priestess. Calling in your intuition, calling on your intuition. I attribute the High Priestess to all the water signs. So this can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm really giving it to you in this reading though, because I think in order for you to lay down your boundaries, for you to take off your blindfold, for you to stand back up after this event of betrayal, I think you need to trust in your higher self. I think if you are a spiritual person at all, I think you need to stand for what you believe in, regardless of the loyalty or the disloyalty that will show to your superiors. I think that you being a person of integrity, trusting your intuition, trusting that small voice that's been speaking to you in this entire scenario has caused you to doubt whatever it was that has been told to you. I think there is a shadow of doubt, and we know that if there's a shadow of doubt, whoever it is that's on trial or on the stand, they can't be convicted because you have a doubt. And I think your intuition's calling out for you to second guess whatever information, truth or lies, has been told to you. I think you've been called upon to second guess whatever that was. We're going to pull out a second row. I'm using the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot cards just so we can get another line of information, another segment of possibilities and truth. One more good shuffle here for the sign of Cancer. What can we show Cancer for that top line? Just a little clarity. Page of Swords, Three of Wands. You know that there's more out there for you. You know that this situation that you've been involved in, whatever truths you've been told, whatever version of the truth you've been told, you know that there's more to it. You know beyond a shadow of a doubt, like I said earlier with your intuition, there's more to it. Whatever it was that was being told to you could have just been a version of the truth, but I think you know there's more to the story than this. What about Two of Swords? Queen of Wands, absolutely. You've been sitting in a state of indecision, listening to his way and her way, his truth and her truth. But in the core of your being, you know what the truth is. The Queen of Wands is a very self-assured, confident ruler of their passions, of their desires. The Queen of Wands is a receiver. The Queen of Wands doesn't have to go seeking what they want. They receive what they want. It's very much along the lines of, I don't chase, I attract. The Queen of Wands attracts. They've got the power of the sun in the sunflower they hold in one hand, the power of their magic wand they hold in the other hand. They know who they are and what they bring to the table. No matter what versions of what truth you've been being told, you know who you are. You know what you bring to this scenario. You know the confidence and the security that you stand on. And that's what really truly matters. What about this Ten of Swords? What is that all about? What is the Ten of Swords? Did you witness the betrayal and the backstabbing of someone, or were you a part of it? More indecision. Oh dear. So undecided. There definitely was a betrayal. I think you are still of two minds. It's surrounding that Ten of Swords. You are still trying to determine what the truth is. I think that you've witnessed betrayal. You've witnessed backstabbing. You've witnessed gossiping and people having a heyday with someone else. And I think that you are undecided what to believe. I think you're still trying to determine what the truth is. You know what you've been told, you know what you've seen, but you're still trying to decide for yourself, even though you know that the truth is out there. You're still undecided what the truth is. And you've got your intuition shining its bright light. So Cancer, oh boy, why is the Magician here? Because Temperance. You have an Archangel Michael showing up in your spread. Archangel Michael is the clearer of obstacles. Archangel Michael is able to sever the ties to whatever has been keeping you held bondage, held tight to whatever it was, whatever version of whatever truth. The Archangel Michael energy in the form of Temperance, that's alchemy. This is giving you the ability in the Magician to call in your power and to alchemize the situation, to transform the situation from dark to light, lies to truth, heavy to light. You're able to transform, alchemize from one version to another this situation. And I think that's what you've been called on to do. 3 major arcanas. Why is the 7 of Wands here for the sign of Cancer? 7 of Wands is laying down your boundaries, putting your line in the sand of you can come this far and then you cannot come any farther. 5 of Swords. There is a conflict. Your 7 of Wands, your boundaries, is because there is a conflict. There is this conflict. Verbal. You do not have to get involved unless you want to, but this is you standing at the edge of the conflict, holding 3 swords in your hands, 2 swords in one sword in the other. You're very pleased with yourself. It's almost as if you're saying to them, I have more truth than you. So if you really want to come at me, bro, come at me, bro. Pick up your sword. Let's go. But I have more solid evidence behind what I have to say than you do. And so if you really want to come at me, I will present my truth. Absolutely. I don't want to fight with you, but if you bring it, I will have a verbal dialogue with you. There might feel like it's a conflict. It might feel like it's a challenge. It might feel like it's coming against you. But I think that you do have these firm, clear boundaries. And at the end of the day, the bottom of the deck, there is 6 of Wands. There is victory. There is celebration. There is success. So I think that whatever actions and attitudes that you have, that you've been taking, whatever stance it is you've been assuming in this scenario during the week of October 13th through the 17th, there is victory, there is success, there is you being placed up on your pony and ridden through the streets, and everybody's clapping and celebrating. Good job, Cancer. You made it. I would love to hear how this reading fits in your life or doesn't fit in your life. I would love to hear if there's an element of truth, if there's something that rings true for you and that really calls to you. I do thank you so much for being here, for sharing your love and your light. If you wouldn't mind liking the video, sharing the video, subscribing. I'm on YouTube and I'm on TikTok. So either channel is beautiful for you to exchange your energy. Gabrielle Bernstein's Spirit Junkie. I have the message for the sign of Cancer. Today, I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. That is lovely. Cancer, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for this positive energy, for allowing me to do this read for you. I ask for you to be well, be blessed. Namaste.